I want to bring up, most of you guys in this room know Michael Levine and Dana, his wife, who have been so instrumental in raising money for the Neff Cure Foundation, their involvement. Hey, give us a couple more minutes, please. Guys, please, thank you. And call up Michael Levine. If you've known him for a minute, he's your friend for life. I mean, that's the guy that he is. You love the passion, the energy that he has day to day. I think he wakes up with a cappuccino in his veins. The guy has energy all day and all night, and his operation is to help raise money and to find a cure for this disease. Obviously, Matthew has been dealing with it for so long as well. And I'd like to call up my friend Michael Levine to say a couple words. Michael.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. They told me just now that I only have 2 minutes. Jim Duquette reminded me earlier that I don't do anything in 2 minutes. So I'll apologize now that there's no chance of this speech being 2 minutes. And the way I see it, 2 or 3 minutes is not going to find us a cure. I only get to speak to you guys once a year. I'm reminded by when Jim Valvano did his speech and his body was riddled with cancer, and they told him he only had 2 to 3 minutes, and he said, fanabla, 2 or 3 minutes. They can take 2 or 3 minutes and shove it, fanabla. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Michael Levine. I'm the chair of this dinner. Thank you very much to all of you for attending. Most of you have attended for the last 9 or 10 years. It means the world to us. This dinner, thanks to you tonight, has raised over $600,000. $600,000. Every dollar will go to critical research to help deliver a cure to all the warriors around the world battling FSGS and nephrotic syndrome, 2 devastating kidney diseases that have no cause and no cure, and destroy kidneys, families, and lives in their path. You are all angels on our shoulders. I wish I could hug each and every one of you. You allow us to dream a miracle is possible. You give us hope against the greatest odds. You give us the strength to fight every day. This is what I call the statistics paragraph. FSGS is the leading cause of kidney failure in children in the world. 16 in every 100,000 children will be diagnosed with nephrotic syndrome. 1 in every 2 Americans will battle chronic kidney disease in their lifetime. So that means by you attending this dinner tonight and supporting it, you're either helping save your life or the person's next to you at your table's life. 23 million Americans have battled chronic kidney disease as we speak, with FSGS and nephrotic syndrome being the 2 most common devastating kidney diseases on the planet. 90,000 Americans lost their battle to chronic kidney disease last year, which is more than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. FSGS attacks the transplanted kidney 50% of the time or better. FSGS and nephrotic syndrome have no barriers. They attack all races, all genders, and all colors. For my son Matthew, his cholesterol has reached 375. His blood pressure is through the roof. He's vitamin D deficient, and he's anemic. He's my hero as he takes 12 to 15 pills a day. I got an email this morning from Gianna Costa's family. Gianna's not even 20 years old, and she needs her 2nd kidney transplant. Tim Brink, a dear friend, has had 4 kidney transplants, and FSGS has attacked the transplanted kidney all 4 times. Neff Cure is actually taking him around the world as we speak to see if a 5th kidney transplant is even a viable option. You've met the family from New Zealand. You've met the family from Georgia. We also have Diane Winwood from Seattle here tonight as she battles FSGS. This is where I like to say thank you to a lot of people for the entire year. Thank you very much to Eric Trump, Lara Trump, Ivanka Trump, my dear and near friend Larry Glick, Lynn Patton, Paige Scardelli, Elmo Rinaldi, and Kerry Willard, and Amanda Miller, and the entire Eric Trump Trump Foundation for their incredible support yet again and donation of all the live and silent auctions items yet again. Thank you to Alyssa Burkhardt of the PGA for her incredible donation for the auction. Thank you to Juliana Fury and Taylor Levine of the Yankees for their incredible donation to the auction. Thank you very much to my dear friend Todd Geller for everything that he does for this dinner. Thank you very much to Tony Mannion and his incredible staff for all their help with the Texas Hold'em and dinner. Thank you very much to Burt Rahm, his staff, and Turner Construction for their help, love, and support of the Texas Hold'em and dinner. Thank you very much to my dear friend Scott Goldstein. It was Scott Goldstein who 10 years ago said to my wife Dana, "You worry about Matthew, you let Michael and I worry about the Nefcure Foundation." Thank you very much to Ed Lieben and Howard Lowry at Hudson Ferris for all their advice. Thank you very much to my dear friend Peter Kennedy, who has made so many introductions for me in my endless pursuit of a cure. Thank you very much to my wife Dana and my family who have helped us battle this for the last 11 and a half years. Next paragraph. Why am I here and how did I get up on this stage? Basically, for the last 10 years, I've been traumatized by the vision of watching my wife Dana pin my son to the ground between her legs when he was 2.5 years old, and we'd pry open his mouth and shove chemotherapy-like drugs down his mouth to save his life. 10 years ago, my father, who was everything to me, my hero, and I thought he could leap tall buildings in a single bound, uttered the words to me that before we knew how bad this disease was, he says that Matthew has been given a death sentence. And then after Matthew's diagnosis, the 2 social workers in the hospital, after his diagnosis of FSGS, the 4 letters that you never want to hear, the 2 social workers said, "Your lives have been changed forever today." So, how are we going to win? How are we going to beat this disease? Awareness, exposure, and dollars. I hope all of you will tell everybody where you've been tonight. I hope you will wear the Nefcure bracelets. I hope you will put the hashtags on your phone. I hope that you will spread this to every social media outlet you can. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc., etc. That's the only way we win. I used to watch the Jerry Lewis telethon every year with my brother and sister and my mother and father. And I used to ask myself, how does $10 help as much as the $5,000 donations? Now I am living it every day, and it is clear as a bell. Every dollar you donate brings us closer to meeting a doctor, a patient family, another walk, more research. So all we have is a dollar and a dream. So perhaps tonight, with the live auction, the silent auction, fund a cure, raffles, etc., you will consider helping us attain this dream. Finally, a plea that I mention every year to all of you. If any of you out there want to get involved in a charity or know anyone who wants to get involved in a charity, please consider Nefcure. We are a small group of determined people who will not stop until a cure is found. Failure is not an option. We need all the help that is humanly possible. A very happy and healthy Thanksgiving to all of you. A very happy and healthy holiday season to all of you. I hope you have fun tonight. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very, very much. See you next year. Love the Levine families and all the families at the Nefcure Foundation.